Hello, church family. As you know, the midweek newsletter has been a great resource for letting us know during these times that we've been apart about all the things that are still going on during the week with small groups and Bible studies and different gatherings, even though those are done remotely on video call for the time being. The newsletter contains prayer requests, some that are submitted by you, others that are specific requests for members in our church that work in healthcare, our civic and state and national leaders, prayer requests for those that we support and those that we know and are partnered with around the world. And also information on how you can be involved in helping your church, people that you can get connected to, and information on making sure that you're signed up for Slack and making sure that you're able to stay abreast on what's going on during the week. There's also a portion of the newsletter that Eric has spent time usually exhorting the church and encouraging the church. And what we discussed wanting to do for the time being is to make a video. And that may be Eric, that may be myself, it may be John or Michael or even somebody else that I'm not thinking of. But we want to have something that encourages you as much as informs you on how the Word of God informs us on what we do as a church. And during these times that we've been apart, I've especially been thinking about church membership and how the Bible talks about membership. When we talk about a member of a church, what we usually mean is somebody who, whether by a signature or a statement of commitment or a promise, is someone who's basically saying, I'm committed to a people. I'm committed to a people who hear the word of God preached, a people who perform the ordinances that Jesus gave to his church in baptism and the Lord's Supper, a people who commit to one another, commandments like love one another, exhort one another, admonish one another, hold each other accountable. Those commitments are really what being a church member is about. And there's something wrong, I think, if we resist putting our name on the line for that. And that's something that is fairly common in our world today. The reason for even using the word member is because of what Paul says in 1 Corinthians 12, 13, and 14, where he uses that in a body analogy, where the local church, not just the global church, but the local church, Fellowship Church Lubbock, it's a body. The reason we know it's local and not just global is because Ephesians 1 and Colossians, Paul talks there about Christ being the head of the body. And 1 Corinthians 12, he's talking about a head with eyes and ears that are members of the body. And so that body analogy, it has a global meaning, but it also has one local meaning. There's global membership in the body, universal, and there's local membership in the body where I'm a finger or an eye or an ear or a foot, and everybody is a member. And so the word member, when you see it in context of 1 Corinthians 12 and 13 and 14, it means you're part of a local organism and one where the finger belongs. It should care about what happens to the eye, and the eye should care about what happens to the finger. And it should function in a way that has an organic coherence to it. It's very hard to do what the Bible calls us as the church to do unless it knows who are the members and who aren't. And so for all those reasons, even though there's no sentence in the Bible that says there is such a thing as church membership and thou shalt be a church member, I think it's implied in the nature of the church and of Christian discipleship that everybody should, by covenant commitment of some kind, put their name on the line saying, I'm here while I'm in this place, and until God leads me otherwise, which he certainly does do that too. These are my people, and I'm committed here. And so as we look forward to this Sunday and gathering again, just think afresh this week about what it means to be a member of your church and how that calls you to pray for one another and to serve one another, and to think highly of our pastors, our elders, John and Michael and Eric, and our deacons that are serving us so well. And so with that said, we're looking so much forward to seeing you on Sunday. Until next time, we'll see you.